Hey you guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe so you can be notified when I go live or upload a new video, and please like this video. So in this video, I want to discuss Velvet and just, talk about, is she making some changes? Because it's just seems like the person that she is coming out now to be is total different than what she was before. She is more relaxed. She's more into motherhood and embracing that, I guess. She is calmer. She is not saying, speaking about how she is a queen, how she's a god, how, and then she's not getting short and snappy with the kids. She's just present. It's hard to explain, but you can see and hear a noticeable difference in her. And she doesn't try to use this, soft voice when she talks, and then all of a sudden rants and goes off about something. She did start out the video by saying that she wanted to talk to people about who she is. I mean, she's done videos like this before. I think we have all, seen those videos. We know things that she has said before. This time it seems like it was more personable. She was more open and more relaxed. She was saying how, going into her childhood, at one point she did admit that her dad did physically abuse her, but then stopped that right away. She didn't want to talk about that. Then she went on to explain the separation that she had between her and her mom, and where she felt like she always had to take care of the younger siblings growing up. And she said from the age of 11 to 17 that she didn't see her mom that much, and that just being, around the younger kids, that, she tried so hard to help take care of them, but it was hard on her. It was taking a toll on her. And then she said that she had witnessed the arguments and things between her parents, and it became overwhelming for her. And, which I can understand. When you have a child, you don't put all the responsibility on a one child just because they're older. Of course, there's times you have to let the older child, just have more responsibilities, but you don't want to lay 6 kids onto this one person, because according to her, she was doing their hair, she was getting them ready for school, she was feeding them, she was cleaning. And then she just went into how, it led up to her meeting Nature Boy. And she said that she felt like being with Nature Boy, it was just a normal thing for her when he started to, mistreat her. And for her, it was normalized in her mind because she had already been through all of this. And so it was just normal. And so she went on to also talk about Solar and the other children's father. And she also talked about God. surprisingly. She talked about God, and I'm hoping that she's not using this again as another con, or, time will tell. Just like before, when she did this last time, we said we're just going to sit back and wait and see if this change is real, if it's true. But I do see a difference. I do see that she's on her way. I'm not going to say she's there yet. But if she continues down this path and she really is changing, that would be a wonderful thing. She there's a whole lot of things that she talked about in this video, and I was very proud of her to know that she's able to open up in this way. But I feel like she still has some work to do, and I'm hoping that she stays on this right path and that she doesn't lose faith. And I'm hoping that she really does pray, and I'm hoping that she does have a connection with God, and that, because even Ellie, the other day, she talked about when Velvet was putting together the bike for her. She was saying how, Jesus bought the bike for her, and Ellie said, "Oh, Jesus is so nice," or something like that. But it was just the cutest thing. And just for Ellie's sake and for her other children's sake, I'm hoping that this is a good thing. And then when you see Ellie around her, you can see the difference. Before, it was her always trying to please her mom, trying to make her mom happy, and now you can see that they're comfortable around each other. So I am going to ask you guys to pray for her and pray that she stays on this path and that she doesn't revert back to her old ways, because I don't think anybody was able to stand it at that point, when she was like that. But we all make mistakes, and she's made quite a bit. But I think if you're growing out of it and you're trying to do better, and I even seen her shirt. She had food all over her shirt, stains on her shirt. This this is like a normal mom. The way she's speaking now is like the norm, the person that she is. And so let's just hope for the best. Let's pray. And I'm going to go ahead and play this short clip. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Leave in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And if you could, hit that like button. God bless.
Certain things that I feel like a therapist is not going to be able to help me through. Only God and I am going to be able to help me through it, because me to do this or to do that. A therapist can't do that for me. You know what I'm saying? And the therapist, they don't even really, the therapists don't even really get that deep. Like, I'm going through, a therapist didn't get me to where I'm at today when it comes to my heart space. You know what I'm saying? I may have gotten off my chest what I felt like I needed to get off my chest. I felt like I've opened up about things and finally felt heard. But that therapist is not working my situation out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not working my situation out. God is working my situation out. Like, the fact that I'm able to get on my knees and pray for a miracle, and then that miracle happens, is like, that is mind-blowing. No therapist is doing that for me. No therapist is doing that for me. And This is no shade to therapy or therapists or anything like that. Like, shout out to everybody. I don't want to be in contact with my first and my third child's father, Nature Boy and Solar. I don't want to be in contact with them. I don't want them around me. I don't want them in my children's lives because they are physically abusive. Nature Boy and Solar abuse women and children. That's what they do. They are emotionally manipulators. They are pretenders. They pretend to be this person, and then behind closed doors, they're doing something else. They both are one and the same. They starve women and children. They try to recreate themselves and other humans as if they fucking iRobot. And I don't like it and I don't agree, because at the end of the day, you can't force anybody to be someone you think they are. You have to accept people for who they are. And on top of that, just to put the cherry on top, those two men have self-sabotaging spirits. And so I know and I've witnessed that when you come into contact with a person who has a self-sabotaging spirit, you become a self-sabotaging spirit. And I don't have time to be around that. My children need me. My children need me to be healthy. They need me to be mentally stable. They need me to be emotionally stable. And though I had all my things together before making a decision to be with Solar, everybody was proud of me. Everybody was rooting for me. Then when I made the decision to be with him, now I'm all kind of emotionally unstable. Now I'm all kind of, oh, you abusing your kids and all of these different things. Like, make it make sense. To make it make sense. Like, how all of a sudden I'm going to go from doing well to not doing well that I'm with you. Like, that's not a clear picture. And to make matters even worse,
So in her video, she went on to say how she lost her apartment and everything because she chose to be with this man, Solar. But, you know, she is going to have to take accountability for that. She is the one that chose to be with him. She is the one that chose to leave her apartment behind, everything behind that, you know, that her followers had helped her obtain, couches, towels, I'm sure everything that was in that apartment, people had helped her get. And I'm sure a lot of people felt a sense of like she was not grateful. Like, she wasn't grateful for what they had done for her. They probably felt let down, and but it sounds like she is trying to take some accountability for that, and it's a good thing that she understands that being with people like that is not healthy for her. It's not healthy for her children, and that she does deserve better. And she needs to take that time for herself, because it just seems that she has always been in a toxic relationship, and being with just her and her kids, that is going to allow her time to heal. And it seems like from the way she's interacting with the kids that there is some healing taking place. The way that she's speaking to them, it's like a normal parent should talk to their child calmly, and totally different than what it was before. And I'm just so happy that she is realizing that Solar and Nature Boy are not good. And sometimes when you are raised around it, sometimes it's easier because that's what you know. That's the only thing you know, is that, well, this person did this to me, and I don't know any other way. And this is what she was trying to say, I guess, in the video, is that she didn't know any other way, and that this was acceptable for her. But she's learned that it's not acceptable. That these two men, they are A's, you know. what I'm saying when I say A, and they hurt children. And she is taking a clear stance on that, saying, I am not having my children around that anymore. And for that, I'm hoping and praying that it's true. But I'm seeing that she is working on herself, and hopefully she knows better now. Hopefully she's growing up and she wants better. I do want to add that there was a point towards the end of the video when she was wrapping the video up, and she was telling, there was a few people in the comment section that wasn't being so nice to her, and I understand. There's still a lot of people that's hurt over her actions, over things that she's done. And so she was saying how she really is thankful for the people who did support her and her family and her children. And it was nice to hear her say that. But something in me, I still would just love for her to reach out to Summer Days and say, I'm sorry. I think that would show so much growth in her, just to reach out and say, hey, I appreciate what you did to help me, and I'm sorry I let you down, and try to make it right. Because not just Summer Days, but Summer Days she was a big help to Velvet. And there were so many other people that really reached out and lent a hand and tried to help her. And at that particular time, she was very much into herself. And I just pray that phase of her life is over.
It's financially drained. Literally, I was financially drained, and I had more than one stream of income. Do you not realize then that when women go through stuff like this with men, they have to rely on the government to help take care of themselves and their children, because the fathers are dropping the balls, because the fathers are self-sabotaging the situation and being neglectful. So these are the type of men that will get on social media and in front of the world say, oh, we need to stand up for one another, and we need to heal generational curses, and we need to be there for our mothers, and we need to keep the black family together. And then behind closed doors, that's the same man that's beating the woman, beating the children, sabotaging the whole family structure, and making themselves look like they're some spiritual guru. You are the scum of the fucking earth.
Amen to that. But I will add to that these men, they are being led by a demonic spirit. And that is what causes them to do the evil that they do. Because no normal, sane, rational person would ever harm another human being at all. When you do evil acts, it's because you are influenced by some kind of demonic influence. And Solar, I don't know if I've ever seen a bigger narcissist. Between him and Nature Boy, I don't know who's worst. And I know they use that word narcissist, and it's just become a thing when people should just call it out for what it is. It's demonic. It's demonic possession, demonic oppression. And you can have demons but not be possessed by them. They could be oppressing you. But in the case of Nature Boy, that man had demons possessing him. And even at times, if I had to put money on it, I would have said that at times I would bet he had Satan inside of him at some points. And so we've got to protect ourselves from people like this. We've got to stay in the light, stay on the side of good, stay with God, stay in the Word of God. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. Leave in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. I know I couldn't play much of the video. I wish I could, but I just couldn't. I don't want to have any conflicts or anything, but I do want you guys to leave in the comment section. Let me know if you guys think that she's growing, if there's a chance that she's doing better. I'm hoping she is, because I want the best for all of them. And when they're doing something evil, we're going to call them out for it. But when they're trying to make an effort, we're gonna stand behind that. But what we can't do, what we have to do is call out the evil acts. And we do that out of love. And we were hard on Velvet. We were hard on Nature Boy. There's times I'm hard on Neytiri. But I don't want to see anybody lose their soul. But in the cases of people like Nature Boy, it don't matter how you could pray for him till you're blue in the face, but he's still willfully choosing to stay on the side that he's staying on. He's willfully choosing evil over good. Instead of bringing people to God, he's continuously choosing to keep those women under his thumb and keep them brainwashed instead of telling them the truth, because he knows the truth. And he needs to send them home where they belong. And I also ask you to pray that his hold on these women is released, and that God can open their eyes and let them see the truth. And so with that, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and God bless.